Threw my sister's own cruel words back at her the exact moment she found out her husband was cheating on her at a family party, and now my parents has exploded at me. My cousin is threatening to call CPS. I'm a 25-year-old with a 28-year-old sister and 20-year-old brother. I'm fairly close to both of them, but my sister and I grew up fighting a lot because she has a superiority complex and is quite entitled. She's not super in your face about it, but after enough times, you'll start to notice it. My sister's also married with a 3-year-old girl for context. Anyway, I had a boyfriend and we've been dating since we were 19. Just a few weeks ago, he decided that he wasn't in love with me anymore and wanted to leave. I felt super shitty about it for a while and would cry over it sometimes. It didn't help that it happened around my mom's 60th birthday, so emotions hit me in the middle of us celebrating. My sister discreetly rolled her eyes and giggled when that happened. Also told me to stop caling the mood with my stupid crying and to get over it because he was just some boy. I walked away and I let her be that way because all I was trying to focus on was calming myself down. Her words didn't help though. We had a big family reunion/birthday celebration for my brother last weekend. I was having tons of fun drinking and catching up with a few of my cousins who came all the way from Europe. It was chill until my sister stormed past us holding her daughter and looking red as hell in the face with angry tears. That's when the night turned to utter shit. Yelling, crying, and just, straight up craziness. My sister found out her husband was sleeping with a random coworker and then everything just spiraled. This went on for so long, which gave me a damn headache, and in the middle of my sister screaming at him once again, I turned to her and yelled, "Maybe you should get over it and stop caling the mood with your stupid crying." She then called me a bunch of names I cannot say here, but then later on, after she made her, not so, little exit, I got all the flack. My mom and dad got on my ass for worsening the fight and for not letting go of the past. The night was fucking ruined. I woke up the next day to a long text from my sister saying how much I embarrassed her and made her feel worse because now her child won't get to see her father as often, plus a whole bunch of other shit. I left it on scene and started to think I actually did go a bit overboard, and my parents and brother were practically begging us to make peace. I texted a long apology to my sister later into the day, but she just read it and still hasn't responded. We still haven't spoken. Ada, or was it fair to be a bit bitchy? Edit, I wasn't super clear in that paragraph. My sister didn't privately say what she said to me. I felt off halfway into celebrating, and when everyone else asked if I was okay, she started acting the way she did. I then walked away. Comments where Op has replied, downvoted comment, "Did you ask your parents whether they had any interest in defending you when you were bullied or only wanted to get involved when you hit back? If they did defend you, then they get a pass. Why a minor Op for a clear escalation? Sister is hypocritical Op for kicking you while you're down, picking fights then running to mom and dad. Oop, my parents did defend me when my sister was being rude, yay." Comment 1, yes, the asshole. To be fair, she was an asshole first, and I get it. Heartbreak in any form is the absolute worst, but did you say that to her because you meant it or because you were retaliating for what she said to you earlier? Not to discredit how you felt during your breakup, but I would much rather be broken up with than cheated on. And they were married with kids? That's destroying a whole family. Again, not discrediting how bad your breakup was, but what you did, and it sounds like she had just found out, was a total asshole move. Emo oop, downvoted. Truthfully, I said it to her in retaliation, which yes, I now realize was immature. I'm obviously not impressed with him cheating. Comment 2, ESH. Yes, breakups hurt, but my lady, thank God that you were not legally hitched to him with no kids, otherwise it would have been a sh-t-show of extreme proportions. Now imagine the plight of your sister, she has a kid and all this mess. I recommend just clearing the air and supporting your sister. Oop, I'm gonna call her really soon because again, we still haven't talked since. Makes sense that we're both assholes though. Comment 3, info, how long was it since your breakup and your sister's breakdown? Oop, it's been like 3 weeks since the breakup and a week since my sister found out. Update 1, I appreciate all the feedback I got on my original post. For the most part, it seems most people think I'm the asshole regardless of my sister being awful, which is fair honestly. We ended up having a conversation which, I don't even know how to navigate this because it felt like pulling teeth trying to get her to say sorry and understand that she hurt me in the beginning. She never apologized to me before the whole thing at the gathering. I called my sister on the phone today. I didn't assume she would pick up the phone, but I was super grateful she did. I asked her how she was doing and she was understandably still very upset. Like, she genuinely sounded sad. I apologized for the situation and told her she didn't deserve to be cheated on. A whole lot was said basically, and shockingly, she let me ramble on and on. I said sorry for humiliating her and explained why I did that. I told her I wanted us to just have a normal relationship for once without all of the fighting. My sister didn't apologize, but she just said that she didn't respond to my messages because she felt humiliated and hurt, not because she was angry at me. She started crying a bit and told me that I'll never understand her position and I wouldn't have liked it if it were the other way around. I told her I understood that, but in the moment, I remembered the hurtful things she said and how she wasn't there to support me but to mock me. Regardless, that still gave me no right to be an ass, and I said that more than once. I also told her I never got an apology for the things she said. All she said was, "Yeah, well, are you sure you don't just hate me or something?" I told her I didn't hate her, but she could be awful quite often. In fact, I thought she hated me. This conversation didn't really go anywhere overall. She eventually ended up apologizing, and then she got snarky with me again when I asked her if she truly meant it, because from the way she said it, it was more like "I'm saying sorry because you won't shut up about me not saying sorry," rather than "I'm saying sorry because what I said was wrong and totally inappropriate." I wasn't surprised, but at the same time, I thought we both would have had enough time to clear our heads a bit and be able to have a good conversation. I got frustrated and told her something along the lines of, "I get our relationships weren't on the same level and I came out more of an asshole, but I think you only care about how you feel right now." She told me she felt like the conversation wasn't going anywhere and preferred we stop talking for a bit. I accepted that, wished her and my niece well, and that was it. Not gonna force it. One of my cousins texted me like an hour later to check on me and tell me she deserved it, so not to worry, they don't get along and didn't interact at all at the reunion. I just wanted to be done with it all. It is what it is, honestly, and it was probably bound to happen, but damn, I had some hope. Oh well. Thanks again for your honest feedback though. Edit, I'm not responding to anybody, but obviously, you guys are entitled to your own opinions. I get her situation and she didn't deserve it, but it wouldn't have killed her to apologize. She had weeks to lol. Update 2, there's a good chance this might just end up being the last update, but knowing my family, it very well might not be. Things have gotten wild since yesterday when I posted my first update. I'm not even sure what happened since, but all of a sudden, I'm scrolling through social media and at my cousins at my sister's throat. I'm talking paragraphs crap talking my sister on her story, calling her degrading names, a trashy mother, and that she's glad her husband cheated. Even going as far as asking to fight. In update 1, I mentioned that my sister and cousin don't get along and never interacted at the reunion. Some stupid dispute they had years ago, and it's affected their relationship heavily. Not only that, but I'm now blocked by my sister. Anyway, I replied asking what in sweet Jesus' name happened and where that was all coming from, and I'm still not even 100% sure what happened, but I think someone in the family instigated it by telling my cousin what my sister was saying about her. I'm assuming I wasn't the only person she told about my sister deserving my response. When I talked to my brother on the phone and I told him she blocked me, he told me yay because she felt like you didn't actually care, which is very rich coming from her, I said. Anyway, I found a lot. To sum it all up, basically, I found out that 1. My sister was perfectly fine with no longer speaking to me, and my relationship with my niece is on the line because apparently I'm a bitter fake B. 2. Half the family is arguing now and has opinions. 3. My parents are begging my sister to make peace with me. 4. My sister insulted my cousin or something and my cousin went off. 5. I regret even apologizing. My aunt is calling my mom and asking her to get her child, and now my mom's trying to defend my sister and my aunt's defending my cousin, so now it's a stupid battle between the sisters and cousins. My sister is also threatening to get the police on them, also according to my brother. I'm now being asked by my parents to cut off my cousin and aunt because they're foul-mouthed and other insults I'm not saying here. A good amount of this is happening on social media and through messages. My cousin from Europe was texting me and asking if I was involved in the craziness as well, but truthfully, I'm just the one hearing from people. I can't tell if I started this to begin with or if it was going to happen anyway, but I told my brother, cousin, and parents that I'm staying the hell out of this because everyone's crazy. I'm genuinely shocked the reunion even went as well as it did before it got catastrophic. I'm probably just gonna sit back and let this thing unfold. It's too much. Comments where Op has replied, comment 1, did the sister's husband cheat with Oop's cousin? Oop, nope, they just hate each other. Her husband was cheating with one of his co-workers, in OG post. What I gathered from their fight at the reunion. Comment 2, your sister is lashing out at everyone but the person she is actually mad at. What you said was a low blow. But what she said also was. You apologized, she did not. Sit back and watch her burn every relationship to the ground. No need to contact her, you apologized. I would tell your parents you aren't a part of your sister's drama with your cousin. That is, sis hadn't been such a mean girl to everyone, she'd have more support. Oop, literally what I told them. I'm staying out of it, and if they want to keep fighting, go ahead, although I feel like it's only a matter of time until someone drags me into it. Comment 3, hope your niece is okay. Sounds like your sister wants to incinerate her whole life and not have any support network for when she chooses to stay or leave her cheating spouse. Oop, I hope so too, man. I don't know what's going on anymore. Update 3, I think by now most people have seen the original post and first update, but just in case not everyone saw the second one anyway, this is the last update for a long while, at least because I don't have the energy to be invested in this foolishness at all any longer after this. My dad called me the other day and started yelling at me, blaming me for not sticking up for my sister. Dude, I couldn't believe my ears. I told him that once again, none of this was my problem anymore and it's between my cousin and her. He screamed at me and said my sister is super stressed out and wants to move far away because of all of this. I asked him to tell me what the hell happened. To sum this chaos up, my cousin and aunt threatened to call Child Protective Services on my sister because they thought my niece wasn't safe with her and her antics, so my sister had a meltdown and threatened them back. My parents got concerned and went to check on her. She was crying on the phone to them earlier and saying she was going to move away with my niece and not go to any more family events because everyone clearly wishes she was dead and she wants nothing getting in between her and her child. I honestly didn't even know what to say other than ask if my niece was okay. I don't care about my sister tbh. I don't know what the hell to do anyway. I'm still blocked by my sister. I just told my dad that my sister did this to herself and to stop asking me to A, defend my sister because she would never do that for me, and B, not to speak to me until they realize that. Then, I hung up and texted my brother to make sure he keeps me updated on my niece if he finds out anything else because I don't want to speak to our parents right now. I felt like that was the best I could do right now. I care more about my niece than my sister. I feel terrible for them both, but if I'm being honest, my sister doesn't know how to shut up or just be a compassionate human being. I've put up with her acting like this for basically my whole damn life, and it's kinda telling that I'm not the only person in the family she constantly argues with. She falls out with someone and instead of ignoring them, she goes out of her way to be petty. I might not be perfect, but she's definitely not a good person. Either way, this is way too much for my mental health right now. I'm staying out of it, and as long as my niece is okay, I don't care about anything else. Comments where Op has replied, Comment 1, I'd be blocking your parents if I were in your shoes. I'm too old and tired to allow people to talk to me this way, especially when they want me to do something for them. Oop, swear to God I'm about to. Comment 2, you should still put your parents in a timeout by silencing them on all forms of communication. This way, if they become the engineers of the crazy train, you have a buffer and hopefully proof if you need to escalate with law enforcement. NTA oop, I'm not speaking to them. I've only really been speaking to my brother and some relatives who aren't involved. Comment 3, your sister's screwed about moving far away because your bill would have to agree to her move. They have joint custody as of now and she cannot prevent him from seeing your niece. He would have to give up primary custody and agree to some form of visitation that included your niece or him traveling to see each other. As an outside observer, I don't see that happening, but you know your bill better than any of us. You are definitely right to maintain NC with everyone but brother. The mental toll is too much for something you don't have the ability to change. Oop, I'm not even sure what she means by far away. Could just be far enough away from everyone else. This shit is tiring, Lamau. Comment 4, damn. This made me exhausted and I have zero skin in any of this nonsense. You need a serious break from the drama llama that is your family. Oop, I do. I literally only care about my niece here, dude. I can't do anything because the bitch won't want me near her. Downvoted commenter, Uda, you really don't care about your niece. If you did, you would call CPS on her because you are lying to yourself if you think she's not treating her kid worse than how she's treating y'all. Claiming to care about your niece but won't do anything to help her makes you an ah. Comment 5. I know plenty of people who adore their kids, treat them like gods, but are mean to everyone else. This is a wild take. Oop, my sister loves her kid, that I know. She's a complete asshole, but she loves her kid. Also, don't know why anybody would assume they know my family better than I do, lol. Once again. Next story, Dad got angry at me for not apologizing over a harmless joke right after I spent a year and a half recovering from a major surgery, so I finally packed my bags and moved halfway across the country without looking back. So I, 29M, live with my dad, 50M, because of his diabetes, injured back and heart problems. My dad is really an old school type of dude, but also thinks of himself as a funny guy and a wise mentor. At one point, he had called me into his room so I could take some trash out for him. Now, for context, I suffer from achalasia and have just recently healed after a year and a half long recovery from an esophagectomy. I'm stronger, gaining weight and muscle, and feeling good about myself. He notices and says I look good and must get back into self-defense. I'm like, yeah, cool. Alright. We joke about how I used to be thin as a rail, but he's like, even with you gaining all this weight, You need to get back to the gym. How you gonna stop me from chopping you in the throat? And I'm still laughing and say, that's not gonna happen. And man gets mad at me. Like, jokes and laughter stop, and he goes, what did you just say? Like I insulted him. I'm sitting there blinking, and he like, don't you disrespect me like that. Don't you know I used to knock 6 feet 4 inches, 6 feet 5 inches dudes out, so I try to walk away, and he stops me and tells me to apologize to him. And I say no because it was a dumb joke and not meant to offend him in any way. He says it doesn't matter if I meant to offend him. It hit his soul wrong, and offense was taken, so as a man, I should apologize to keep peace. I'm so tired. Ada for my response and for refusing to apologize? Update, so, it's been 10 months since the event seen here. And I took a lot of advice and thought about what all of you said, and a lot on my past with my dad. The verbal abuse since I was 15, long before his illness. Some examples, when I was 19 he woke me out of my sleep for it and lectured me and went on a pity party for so long, my legs gave out and I ate carpet. Like, it was literally an hour of oh, my parents didn't raise me. I feel disrespected when you talk back blah, blah blah. He also fucking threatened me, saying it's taking everything for me to not hit you when you disrespect me, or when I was sleeping in because I had a late night job and my dad woke me up 3 times, and on the last one, at around 11, after waking me up at 7 a.m. and 9, he asked why I was still asleep, and when I pointed out he keeps waking me up, he goes, well, you need to be up. What if you had an early morning job like me? Or telling me I need to toughen up because if I went to jail, I'd be SA'd. Mind you, I'm an introvert who literally avoids going outside and very specifically didn't hang around gangs when I did live in the hood, so WTF? Or saying his screaming and ranting and all that was supposed to prepare me for the world, that if I couldn't take him doing it, how could I deal with a boss or partner doing it? Or do you know how insulting it is to me for you to walk around here not taking care of yourself? You look like me but with a perfect body, while I got this spare tire when I have surgery scars, depression and a history of achalasia. And it wasn't just me. He doesn't want his wife being friends with his friends and forces her to be on video call with him when she's at work and when she's asleep. This is a man who hates my grandma's best friend for being opinionated and once broke down crying in her car because I don't like bothering nobody when she had to take him to the doctor because he was too dumb to realize, hey, if they anesthetize me to clean out the plaque in my veins, I may need a ride home as they legally can't release you. He also doesn't like people doing him favors because now he owes them. And when others told him to treat me better, or treat other people better, he'd tell them women don't know how to raise a man if the speaker was a woman, or tell men not to tell him doesn't come with a manual. Anything except changing. So, I sat there, and I thought about all that, and I packed my stuff and I got someone else to take care of him, and I left. I moved out. Currently live halfway across the country, in another state. Went low/no contact with him. Got a therapist. Went back into education for my job. Trying to unlearn all of this venom. And now that I've blocked him on most media, he's angsting, I don't know what I did. Parenting doesn't come with a manual. I did the best I could and my family wants me to at least make some concessions and soften the blow because no one wants to feel like they failed, but my therapist tells me that it's my right to draw boundaries. Well, that's my update. Out of the situation, still alive, still healing. Thanks for reading this ramble.